Well, it looks like there might still be some light at the end of the rabbit hole for upcoming Looney Tunes movie Bye Bye Bunny, as more info comes out following crew layoffs amidst the Warner animation decimation. Before we get into the details, join the conversation below and let me know your thoughts on this news. Just a few hours ago, I reported that a good chunk of the crew working on upcoming Looney Tunes musical movie Bye Bye Bunny had been laid off, after tweets from former crew members began pouring out. The movie has been in a state of flux for a few weeks, as the new Warner Discovery management searches for a new home for it after no longer deeming it in line with their new strategy for the soon-to-be HBO Max Discovery streaming merger. The natural conclusion to this news would be that the film has been unable to find a home and more than likely cancelled altogether. However, the film's head of story, Michael Herrera, says otherwise, taking to Twitter hours later to clear up some misconceptions. Michael writes, "Hi, I'm the head of story on Bye Bye Bunny. Here are some facts rather than rumours. Today was a really sad day as much of the crew was let go. We ain't cancelled yet. It's a really funny movie, don't believe everything you read on the internet." In a following tweet, Michael states, "I can't go into more detail, these are just the facts right now." While this is certainly positive, Michael's use of the word yet indicates that there is still something not quite right with this project. Of course, a huge swath of crew doesn't just get laid off for nothing, and it would more than likely be illegal for Warners to replace them with new crew immediately if they had in fact deemed their roles as unnecessary. This is just speculation on my part, as we don't know the entire details behind the layoffs. Michael continued to remain cautiously optimistic in a further tweet, saying, "Today's news was abrupt and upsetting. Our talented team has been working so hard to create a wildly funny and heartfelt Looney Tunes picture. The love for these characters and for musicals is bursting in every scene. I hope we get to share this with the world someday." Again, a major takeaway here is the hope that the film gets released, indicating once again that there is major uncertainty behind the project. It's likely Warners have not yet made a definitive decision on the film, and it's quite possible that they've simply put it on the back burner and put crew on hold until they can find a new home for it. In such a situation, it would not be uncommon for a crew to be laid off, given that a studio simply can't pay for an inactive crew on an iced project while they sit around and await its fate. This happens very regularly, and in fact we saw this happen a number of times during the COVID pandemic. It's also unclear how much of the crew has been laid off and how many, if any, crew members are still attached to the project. On a more positive note, Michael closed his thread out with one final tweet, giving us a little bit more hope and letting us know what we can expect from the movie if and when it does in fact get an eventual release. This movie thrives with the humour of writer Ariel Dumas and the songs by Tom Kitt. Oh my god, these songs. All under the direction of the kind and clever Brandon Jeffords. If you are a fan of classic Looney Tunes or Broadway musicals, hopefully both, you are in for such a fun ride. Sounds like a whole lot of fun and exactly what we are all after in a Looney Tunes movie, and I so desperately hope it gets the release it so deserves, and really hope that all of my speculation here does turn out to be wrong. Again, we don't know anything for sure, but I'm certain we'll get more details on this in the coming weeks, and until then I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, and I will keep you updated with all the news as it drops in. Once again, all the best to the crew who have been taken off the production. And at that, I want to know your thoughts on these new revelations. Join the conversation down in the comments below. If you'd like to hear me talk more tunes, check out the playlists on your screen. Thanks for watching.